Hi, hello, Ms. Velez. Thank you very much for accepting the interview with me. I just wanted to ask first, introduce yourself. Tell me what is it that you're currently teaching. Tell me what type of dual language model you currently teach, and if it's a one teacher or two teacher model.
My name is Alejandra Velez, and I am a third grade dual teacher. I teach the Spanish part of the third grade. I teach Spanish, social studies, science in Spanish. And we are a two-way dual language program, and we follow the Gomez y Gomez format. And so there's two teachers. I teach one side, the Spanish side, and there's my partner teaches the English side, which is English language arts and math.
And for example, the program is a 50% and 50% all day the language, or is it a 90% or 10%?
It's a 50-50.
50%. Okay, thank you. In your opinion, what is dual language and how is it different from other bilingual programs?
Our goal is to have students that by the time they graduate, they're supposed to be bicultural, bilingual, and what's it called?
Biliterate?
Yeah, so biliterate, yes.
Okay, and so so far do you like to teach the program, and what is the favorite aspect of this program?
I do like to teach this program because I think that especially my students, they come from a rural background and they are mostly from families that are needy and that are from a very low income background. And so I feel like they are kind of lost in translation. They don't know where they come from or what their identity is. And so I think that the bilingual program lets them be comfortable with who they are and who they want to become. And it's who they are because they are in a country different from where their parents come from, and which is where they're going to. So it kind of marries the two, where they come from and where they're going to. So they can be successful in both ways, in both worlds, really. That's the main goal.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you. And so far, because I know that you have had an experience before with not doing dual, you taught in China. And now that you're in this program, what is your favorite aspect of this program?
That they can discover that it's okay to be who they are and where they come from. And to be proud.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
And you know what? Actually, this past year, I had a lot of American kids who were loving learning Spanish, and that's also amazing that they want to learn our culture as well. Not just us try to accommodate them, but they also want to understand us and learn our culture.
Yes, that's amazing. I've seen it too as a teacher of dual language. Whenever you have a non-Hispanic child in the classroom, how happy they are of learning another language, taking the value that another language will make them be successful in life. The next question. So what are currently your biggest challenges as a dual language educator?
I think there's a lot of challenges in being bilingual. I think there's a lot of teachers themselves who don't see the value of Spanish, and they don't see why we have this program. I see they don't follow through. And so it's hard for me when they come to me when I want to implement it the way it is. I know the others are not implementing it because the kids are not used to it. And so I have a lot of students who don't speak Spanish who come to my classroom and they just turn off and they don't want to be there.
Correct. And what do you think the administrator, the principals, and probably superintendents should be doing to improve this issue?
My principal is actually new. So his first year was my first year. And so I think that together we are in the right path now. I think he's implementing a lot of, he's having, for example, a training for Gomez and Gomez for the whole school, which everybody has to go to, and they have to understand why. We had a training this summer that was very important because he clearly explained that exiting the program is important, but it's not the main goal.
Right.
So the program is important, and it should go all the way through. So it shouldn't be the goal of the teacher to exit the kids, but it should be to have them actually be bilingual.
Correct. And then thank you very much, Ms. Miller. Just one last question. In your professional experience, what are 3 things the dual language program must have to be sustainable and to be a strong program?
More bilingual teachers. I honestly think that the biggest crutch that the bilingual program has is to have teachers who are not bilingual.
Okay, yes. And any other aspect that you would like to have? Trainings, probably, I don't know, funding, something that comes to your mind?
I think more promotion. I think people don't understand the importance of it. I think if we educated the community into understanding that we are a bicultural community and that we're in a state where we all live here together and we all belong here, and if we are just, more bicultural, then that it would be more welcoming for everybody.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ms. Vele, for your professional opinion on the matter, and I appreciate everything that you do for our children in here in Texas. So have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I think you can end up, okay, there we go. Findings from interview with Ms. Velez. She clearly states that the dual language program helps children to find a connection and identity with their background, with their cultural background, as well as there is an identity from children that are non-Hispanic, to find also an identity with children that are members of their community. And of course, the goal is to create truly bilingual children. And also one of the challenges is to have more bilingual teachers that are native like or native in the other language, Spanish or Mandarin, and there are as well fluent or native like in the English language. And of course, she also said how important it is the promotion of the program in the community to make a stronger program and also a sustainable one. What has been my connection to the dual language program? Well, in my personal experience as a teacher, I have learned so much of the program. At the very beginning, I wasn't sure what was the goal, but now I understand that the goal is to enable children to become competent in both language and as well as to develop, academic skills combined with a multicultural perspective in life. And it has been a slow progress, but I think that many districts here in the state of Texas are starting to understand what it is needed to have sustainable dual language programs. For instance, training. Training is essential, is crucial, and it's not just training for the dual language teacher, it's training for the entire staff, especially starting with the principals. As many of the readings that we did, for instance, some of the readings with Dr. Izquierdo, no? She's saying the importance of principals understanding and supporting the program, having this essential belief that dual language program is an act of is a political act in social justice to provide children with their identity, but also children that do not necessarily belong to the Hispanic community, for instance, to understand the value of having another language to be prosperous and also to have compassion and understanding for others. We also need, of course, more funding, and I think that it is important that that we analyze the data. How is it the children are performing in the dual language settings, but in a well adequate setting, a real true setting where there is fidelity to the program. In my experience, I have done the one teacher model and the two teacher model, 50-50, and I have to say that the two teacher model is the one that I feel that it works much better because you are able to be more loyal to the program. It's harder when it's one teacher model, or it's harder when you have one teacher model and you don't have the support of the entire school. I'm currently doing a two teacher model, and I can see already the difference of the children wanting to learn Spanish or feeling more identified, as well as lately in my school. This was not the case before, but now we are having library sessions in Spanish, art classes in Spanish. And I think all of these add value, and it helps the dual language programs to become sustainable. Um, so I think that it is important for a dual language program to work, to have properly trained students, to have teachers, to have properly trained principals, to connect with the parents, to have a better understanding of what is the program and what is their children learning. And I think that it is not one thing or the other. It has to be a combination of things. And also, we need to be patient. And I think that's some of the things that people sometimes don't believe in the program because they want to see immediate changes like that. And it's not going to happen. It has to be little by little. And also, the mentality needs to change, as well as the promotion of the program. Thank you.